morning. It's Stitch Along Friday again for everyone. And here's my daughter Petra, who has come over from Vancouver. And actually, I asked her if she'd come and stay and be in the stream with me, and she said yes, which was so exciting. Unfortunately, she got a bit of the hums. So if you see her going hum, it's our morning time, and we just had coffee, and that kind of sort of gets in your throat sometimes. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I wanted to say hello to everyone. I know that you're coming on board eventually. See, because there's no viewers yet, they're not there yet.
They might be, though.
They might already be there. It's too slow.
Counted them yet.
Exactly.
Oh, 3 people.
There you go. So we're going to see the first people, and then they're going to say hello, and that'll be lovely. So I wanted to ask Petra some questions, because I'm sure somebody wants to know a little bit about Petra. Like, do you stitch?
Well, not really. Lisa. Hi, Lisa.
There you go.
I'm in your spot.
I know.
I'll take care of it.
I was thinking about talking to you yesterday, Lisa, and then you were gone before I had a chance to say anything because you came and visited yesterday. It was so nice.
Oh, thanks, Marty.
Oh, that's right. Marty's there. Pat Henke's there. Good morning. Marcia Buckingham from sunny Dallas. I love all the weather reports you get.
Oh, yeah.
So
I love everyone's everywhere but here. It's very cool. It's cool to know.
Everyone but here.
Yeah.
And hello, my lady. How are you? This is my daughter Petra. I think it says that on the intro, so I don't have to keep saying it, right?
Not through the whole video.
Okay.
I don't think. Okay. You could, but it would be really boring.
It would be, absolutely. And Lisa says you're looking good, so I'm glad.
Aw, thanks, Lisa.
We don't know. I was just asking her whether she stitches or not, and she didn't answer.
I didn't. Well,
I know the answer. Yeah. But we have to fill in some time before we start doing our models.
Okay, how much time do we want to fill in?
I don't know. I just want to ask you a question. Like, do you do any stitching? Do you do cross stitching, or do you do any kind of stitching at all? Needlework?
Well, I have done little bits, but really not really. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I do some sewing sometimes more than stitching. But I do like it. I just I kind of like the fabric and piecing things together and quilting and some clothing and things like that. And I haven't done it for a while. Been very busy.
You're just kind of getting involved again in fashion, right? A little bit of fashion.
It's got my ear.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I watched Tan France's new season of Next in Fashion, and
he's one of the queer guys, right? I put this in quotation marks because that's what the show is called.
What is it called?
I think that's what it's called.
Queer Guys? No, it's not called.
Wasn't it?
Queer Eye.
Oh, Queer Eye.
It's not just Queer Guys.
Trust me to make a big mistake.
Oh,
like that.
Boy, Mom.
Yeah, I have to be real careful. Good morning to Milady. I think I said that. Marty says it's 64 and blue here in Lake Placid, New York. Super. Liz, hello. I saw you just recently on Facebook. Not quite sure what your post was, but it was nice to see you. Petra's definitely your daughter. She looks like you. Yay, Liz. I hope so. Because, it is true. She is my daughter.
It's true.
Marley. Hola. Boa tarde from Brazil. Happy Friday. Nice to meet you, Petra.
Hi.
Good morning. What a lovely surprise. Oh, thanks, Lynn. Lynn lives in the UK.
Oh, cool.
Norma, hello, everyone. Nice to see your daughter. Yeah, because she's been on a few times when we were doing our Stitch Along Friday with Lisa. She would come in and say a few words from her place in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Because you've been involved in the Victoria Sampler right from the get-go.
Oh, yeah.
Constantly.
Putting threads into kits. I remember tying them in those little paper holders,
right?
Was it the little hole punch?
The hole punches, exactly. Yep. I think I started Lamppost Designs when you were still living at home.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Mm-hmm. I don't know how old you might have been then. 14?
I don't know.
15? Something like that.
Oh, it was at Curry Road, so it was, yeah. Mm-hmm. Something like that.
It's shocking how the time has passed. Really shocking.
Yeah, it goes.
Oh, that's so nice, everyone. Thank you. And I'm so glad that most of you are here. And of course, there's more viewers coming on all the time. But what I did want to do is make sure that you all knew that not only is Petra my daughter, but she also does an awful lot of things for the Victoria Sound behind the scenes. She is a website developer, and she also does, I don't know, all the marketing that you do. You just have so many talents, and it's all you, not all, but there are many, many of her talents that have been used over the years. She has helped Victoria Sampler become what it is, and hopefully we'll be doing a few more things in the future just to see. But so when I mentioned Petra, it's not just she's my daughter, but she does so many things also. So thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm so glad.
How could I not?
I'm so glad I was able to introduce her to you. Carol is upstate New York, warm and muggy. Oh, you see, I just don't like that. I just don't like
Why
that.
are you going to Mexico then?
I know, and it's apparently it's just warm there, not so muggy.
Dry heat?
No, not quite dry.
Oh.
Maybe the same humidity as here on the West Coast, because it's on the West Coast too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think as you go to the you go to the interior of the country and also on the East Coast, there's more mugginess, I think.
Okay.
Let's hope.
Okay.
Petra is still expecting me to go to Mexico and not only just like experience walking off the plane, but then turning right back around again because of the heat. Because I'm not good at the heat.
Here.
I know, you're gonna miss me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
At least we have video chat.
That's true, and thank God. I mean, when my parents took my brother and I and moved us from Holland to Victoria, BC, when they did that, my grandparents who were very much in love, especially my grandmother, in love with her grandchildren, was left behind, and there was no video chat. There was not even any, little cassette tapes. There was letter writing. That's it. And phone calls were way too expensive for them or for us. So I remember having a phone call where everyone was yelling, and it all had to be done in like 1 minute because that's how much we were going to spend. Okay, hello.
1 minute. Oh no.
I remember that really well.
Oh.
So communicating with people that when you go somewhere else for a while, and we actually emigrated.
Yeah.
Then you just lose them.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not losing anything because, we talk on the video chat all the time.
Yep.
So it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, you're going to have to come and visit us in Mazatlan.
Yes. Yeah. I don't have a problem with that.
No, it should be really nice.
Yeah.
From what I hear from Richard, looking at the water and the iguana in front of it sunning itself on the rocks. I think that sounds pretty relaxing.
Good. Yeah.
So I wanted to get to the models, and the reason is I really want to be able to show the models that I can while this setup is here, because they're beautiful models, but I won't have them with me in Mexico. So let's get to it right away. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to show. Oh, Kathleen Yonts is here. How wonderful.
Hi,
Lisa. Lisa's saying kind of what I'm thinking too, Pet. Oh, but I'm thinking more like 2 weeks to a month.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Or maybe that's what I'm hoping.
Aww.
Thanks, Lisa.
Yeah.
You guys don't want me to be gone too long.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Or she can visit you.
That's true.
Right?
You could.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to have an extra bedroom.
There
So,
you go.
those of you who are my friends can maybe come down. Check with me first. Carla says, I was watching last week's video by accident. I'm here now from Springfield, Missouri. Well, thank you for watching last week. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Carla. Cool in the mid-50s, just ran dog. When you go to Mazatlan, will you just be visiting or living? See, that's what we were just discussing. Because I'm not fond of the heat, and it is summer there, people are thinking I'll be just visiting. My intention is to live there for a while, like 6 months. So we'll see. Exactly. Okay.
All right.
So what I want to do is I want to show you this one. And I think Petra can maybe hold it up so that it looks good. As far as...
one piece at a time?
Yeah, I'd like to show the main thing. That's right. This is the scissor case. And it's actually got a front and a back. There we go. And I think that's the front. Gosh, it's hard to tell. They're both the same, aren't they?
Kind of the same.
Yep, that's right. And then there's a little scissor fob that goes with them. Awfully cute. Oh, sorry, only on one side. And don't forget, these are bullion knots. Okay, so bullion knots. Okay, I can't make it focus on us.
One's in the
On
center.
them. And there is, yes, look at how well you are showing these. Do you see those bullion knot roses? They are so easy to make if you know the technique. And I teach those techniques in our YouTube channel, just so you know. Our YouTube channel is full of stitch videos.
Yes.
So
What is it under Victoria Sampler at
Yes.
YouTube?
Yes, and when you go to YouTube, just search Victoria Sampler.
Yeah.
And there are a few people on YouTube who actually mention the word Victoria Sampler or talk about how they're stitching Victoria Sampler stuff, and it's even written down. So you may see some other videos. Don't go there.
Well, they can go there.
No,
but,
no.
But gotta come to Victoria Sampler page
Exactly.
to find the real stuff.
Exactly. Margaret Biggs Melanson says, good afternoon from the other coast in Nova
Aw.
Scotia. Hi, Margaret.
Hi, Nova Scotia.
Charlotte Hanson, I have heat intolerance. Yes, that's it. That's the word. And in fact, it sounds a lot better when you say it that way.
It does, actually.
It means like I have a condition.
Yeah. Do you want to have a condition?
I think so.
Okay.
And Charlotte says San Antonio is hot and muggy too.
Oh, dear.
I feel for you. Next one I'm going to show.
Mhm.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I even bring this one out? This is Love is Patient. I did not.
Where is it?
Exactly. How is this
What does it look
possible?
like? Oh, it's this-
132.
Oh, is it that?
Love is Patient.
Mm,
No, it's not one of those.
no, it's not.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Because I did have it out the other day.
I don't
Maybe
know.
I showed it last week. I'm kind of getting the feeling that I've shown this one.
Okay.
No,
You
it
put
may be
that-
in the back room. Yeah, put it somewhere separate so that I can remember this next time.
Yeah. Okay.
Pansy Pincushion.
Okay.
We have that there.
Yep. Both of them? Both of
Yeah,
them.
the ones at the far, yes. So she's bringing out the Pansy Pincushion.
Oh, that is so cute. First of all, come on. That is so cute.
It really is.
But there's the stitching.
That's right. Really wide silk ribbon and just fashioned into a kind of flower. There's no real trick to making this. Like there's no stitch that you do. You just kind of ruffle it.
Doing the trick.
Okay, here.
No, it's not
There.
working. Okay. It's not working this time.
That's fine. It's doing great.
Yeah.
So that's that one.
Okay.
And then there's the other bigger one, which is this one here. There's a few more flowers, but it's essentially the same thing.
So we've got...
But it's got a tea bag that says, oh,
Well,
mother.
Mother.
Yes.
That's appropriate.
Yes, it's meant so that you could use it for a variety of different things. So if you
Mother.
give someone a cup like that, a pincushion like that, you can give them also the tea bag that you could put all various different sayings on. And in some ways you might put mother for Happy Mother's Day, or you might put a few other things like Happy Birthday. It's kind of a nice way to put a little tag with the teacup that you're choosing. This pattern is super easy because you're not making a stitch. You're making sure that you put a basting line on one edge of this very wide ribbon and then pulling it and then making it whirl. So it's really easy to make.
It's beautiful.
Petra looks like a younger Thea. Oh, thank you. Carol Mon, Pat Hinkie, Cape Gardero gets hot and muggy on the Mississippi. Oh, every time you say the word Mississippi, I think of hot and muggy. So I imagine so.
Mm.
Yeah. Charlotte, I'm going to use heat intolerance for a term for me. Love that.
Yeah.
It really does sound like
It
I've got a
does.
condition and you have a condition. I mean, this is real. You know, it's not like,
I think
I'm
it's
not making it
appropriate
up.
label for, yeah.
yeah.
You don't like it. You don't like it at all.
I do not like, I love cool.
And it's not like, oh, I don't feel good. It's like, I gotta get out of here. This is not okay.
That's
So,
right.
yep.
I
makes sense
panic.
to me. Yeah.
And when Richard talks about my heat intolerance,
Yes.
I'm getting used to it. He says, well, you know, you're like Ook Pick. You're like the girl who wants to live up north.
Ah.
True.
Mhm.
Dorothy Wendell says, hi, Taya. So nice to meet your lovely daughter.
Oh.
Thanks, Dorothy.
Nice
I
to
know
meet
you made her day.
Aw.
What a great idea, adding the tea bags. Norma, it really
Thank
is. It's
you.
so adorable. And I've seen teacup pincushions before. And why not add a little thing?
It's
like,
so cute.
if it's added to it, then they can also enjoy the greeting.
That little middle part, it's like a little piece of fabric.
Yeah, there's two little
Yeah.
tea bags there.
Yeah.
One is kind of like the label, which should say
Oh yeah.
It should say
I see.
Earl Grey on it
Yeah,
or
this
something.
was the label,
Yes,
and
that's
that's
right.
the
That's
tea
the tea
bag.
bag. Yeah.
So cute.
The lady says heat intolerance describes me too. Oh, perfect. Hello, Carmen Gartshore. Good to see you, and I'm so glad you're here. And you're never, never, never late. Never. Charlotte says it definitely is a condition, and she laughs. But you know, then when you tell people, "Oh, I just find it too hot," it's just not enough
Yeah.
to describe the panic,
No,
the
it's
feeling,
true.
the feeling of being asphyxiated.
Sorry.
That's a family thing.
Yeah.
We both snort when we laugh too hard.
Yep.
Margaret says that's the only thing I don't like about summer, my heat intolerance. There are days I feel like a zombie.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing. You don't want to move at all. You just want to sort of go through life like that.
Yeah.
I love it when like today is a beautiful spring day.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's a bit warmer now than it was yesterday. But if I go outside, there'll be a little bit of a cool breeze, not a warm breeze, but a cool one. And that is just enough to balance it out to like, what, 70 degrees? As soon as it gets to 74 Fahrenheit, just saying Fahrenheit, it's too much.
Yep.
Kathleen says, I can take cold better than hot and humid. You can dress for the cold. Exactly.
Yeah.
Or you can put like a big blanket on you in the cold.
Yep.
Also, I find hugging in hot and humid weather is very difficult.
Don't touch.
Don't touch me. That's right. That's right. So, you know, I genuinely spend some time hugging every day. So to have no hugging because it's too hot to hug, I find that a bit of a disadvantage, really. You know, because hugging, what that does is it produces serotonin.
It's serotonin.
And oxytocin.
Yes.
All the good feeling chemicals, which we usually get from needlework too.
Yeah. Yep.
But not quite the same.
Not
as
the
from
same.
hugging. No. Pat Henke says, working on front sewing room for son to visit at end of May. Clean and sorted the closet this week. Congratulations, Pat. You did great.
Nice.
Melanie gets physically ill. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
I also think that, you know, our bodies are not, if your body is a northern body, you're going to have the kind of system that will have a difficult time throwing off the heat. And, you know, you do get better. You do get like more acclimatized the longer you are in a warm climate.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, it does get better, but.
I think we're a little out of focus, so I'm just going to
Oh.
refocus.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
And Lisa says, so true, Taya. I don't know what it is that she said so true about, but it's hard to hug when it's too hot. That's what.
That's it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It is hard to hug then.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to show you the Oldfield sampler, which I have right here.
Okay.
And made a gap in the back of us. So we had to fill it with this one, which is our Be Grateful pattern.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's a nice pattern.
Yeah, really nice.
So this is Oldfield Farm. And the reason that it is called Oldfield Farm, because there is one nearby that is called Oldfield Farm, or the Farm of Oldfield. I'm not quite sure, but I couldn't believe it when I saw the name. And they have a whole bunch of different kinds of things. They have dogs and, you know, cows and sheep. Oh, look, there's dogs and cows and sheep. Tractors. They have a barn, not like this barn, but they have like pigs and goats, and they have a horse. They don't have a duck pond, but I put it in.
Yeah.
And another dog, and they have a barn, and there is in the barn there, or on top of the barn, there is a weather vane, but the barn looks really boring. It's like a big metal thing. So I think this barn has a little more character, don't you? And then they have chickens in the yard. This one has bird feeders, and they have a little stand outside, and their stand is huge. Not quite this small. But this is old McDonald's farm, and very, very familiar to all of us who love E-I-E-I-O. And so creating this for a child, for a grandchild, it's a terrific present for kids because they can look at all the animals in it. You know, it's so nice, and also a nice birth sampler.
Yeah.
See, Margaret wants to know, does your daughter stitch too? And the kind of stitching that I do, you don't do.
Well, it's not that I don't do it really now, but it's interesting to me. It's just not.
She loves it. She loves it when I stitch, but she doesn't do much of it
I love
herself.
her stitching. Yeah. I haven't told the story, but well, when I was a kid, I used to snuggle up with mom on the couch watching TV, and then she would be stitching. So this needle would come over here.
Like this.
Yeah, and it just so that was my life. So that's what. Yeah. So there's enough stitching going on in the house. I didn't have to do it. It was basically right there
Didn't
next
have
to
to
me.
contribute.
But I do some sewing sometimes. So a little bit of I do love textile arts, and I like stitching, but I don't do it that much.
Yes, but that doesn't. I think also, you try to find your own thing when you're
Yep.
somebody's daughter and they're always stitching. So, you've done an awful lot of sewing. You've done quilting. I mean, the things that you've created with
Yep.
needlework is quite substantial. But oh no, you are holding up Old McDonald Farm, Thea, not Oldfield Farm. Oh dear.
Oh no!
Can
It's
you tell
true.
I'm a little discombobulated because
Me too,
Petra's here?
apparently. Sorry.
So can you see Oldfield Farm behind us? Because I can't.
Is it that one on the top? It's this one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that it?
Do you want me to grab it?
Yes, that would be
Okay.
great. Thank you.
Give me a moment.
No problem. It just takes a minute. She's going to grab it. There we go.
Thanks for catching that.
No kidding. I'm going to have to show that other one another time. So the other one was Old McDonald's Farm. The one I meant to show you.
Now we will show you. So there's 2 farm samplers.
Exactly. Which is great that we got this all steady, ready to go. Thank you, Lisa.
Thanks, Lisa.
As always, you keep me in the straight and narrow. This is just gorgeous as far as fruit is concerned, and obviously you can see there are some vines, like I don't know, boysenberry vines. There's a peach tree there. There was apple trees in the front orchard, and well, it was a fruit in season at all times and within the reach of every hand. This is where we're picking lemons. It looks like, I don't want to know what these are, but I think they're plums. And then down here, what do we got there? Maybe cherries. Anyway, they make fruit pies and sell them in the stand here with the cute little flags on top. So this pattern is one of the small farm samplers, as you've seen, Old McDonald's one. And we also know the tree farm, the Christmas tree farm, and various other ones that are all part of that collection. And just so you know, if you go to our website and you look under collections, there's a menu thing at the top. If you're looking on a laptop or a desktop, you can see the menus at the top, and under there you will find the word collections, and just look in there and you'll see all the farm samplers are in one collection. Just scroll through and get all of the farm samplers. It's a great way to look at our series. Okay, Kathleen says, my granddaughter's getting married on July 5th. It will be outside on the water, but Maryland weather will be very hot and humid. I getcha. You need to get my garden sampler for the garden wedding, I think it's called. And it's about outside weddings. Have a look at that. Marty says the work in progress this week is to work on the beading for the Gingerbread Village, says Marty, on the Candy Cane Cottage and the Stitching House. Oh, congratulations. Now the beading is coming. Marty. It's amazing how much work they do.
Yeah.
You all do. Seriously.
Yeah.
Pat, oh, wait a minute. Let's see what Pat's saying. I can't stand being cold. Heat is better for my body. Well, this is the first person who's saying she is not heat intolerant, cold intolerant.
I think someone else did too. There was one other person
I
didn't see
missed
who it
out.
was.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're just not quite keeping up with the chat, but sometimes it happens.
It does. No, you're doing better than me, I think. Lisa said, oh, I thought you said Oldfield Farm. My mistake. I did. It's not your mistake. It's my mistake. Tia, did you auction off Stitchin' Witches?
Oh.
No. I'm not sure why you're asking that, Liz, because I'm not auctioning off any of my models, just so you know. But I did auction off a few that were duplicates. So you may be thinking that I'm auctioning those off. I'm actually auctioning off a box today. And not today exactly, but as soon as I'm finished here,
that's nice.
this is going to be the auction piece this weekend. Nice. It is stunning. And it's really good for, I believe, peaches and cream, all of the dragonfly lace, the butterfly lace, the bumblebee lace. The inside is got like kind of suede inside.
Yeah.
It is really beautiful. And this is the original Betsy box from years ago.
Little gold feet.
Little gold feet.
It's looking really nice.
It is, and it's shiny. See, it's the finish on it is what's so stunning. So this is going to be auctioned off this weekend.
As glass top, right? For the
Yeah, it's got a glass top.
That's nice.
Which you may or may not want depending on whether you have beads on it. If you don't want to have beads on it, this will work really well. But otherwise, you can just take the glass off and have it open.
Really nice.
Really nice.
Yeah.
So that's going to be our auction. So I'm not sure about your question, but I've answered the best I could. And this says, okay, good. Dorothy says, oh, Petra, I'm a weaver and very much into textile arts.
Yeah.
Dorothy, do you do your own designs also along with your weaving, and do you create your own designs?
Good question.
Yeah. Lisa says, I have stitched all the farms so far except for Oldfield Farm. The farm sampler is so much fun to stitch. Thanks, Lisa.
Cute.
They kind of are fun.
Yeah.
Elizabeth says, oh, my mistake. No problem. No problem at all. Norma says there are so many benefits to winter. No gardening and more stitching.
Yeah. It's true. Yep.
So we're going to go into a few gingerbread things. Yes, please.
Okay.
I think that's this one.
Oh, it was a small one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Looks
Yeah.
big on the leaflet. It's little.
It's little and cute.
Oh my gosh.
And it's got beaded candy canes all over it. So if you sort of turn it around a little bit, they can see that that's the back right there that you see. And then you can see the front.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yep, that's the front door, I think. And then this is the back
Oh,
door.
yeah, okay. Oh, what am I doing? There
I'm
we go.
not sure. And the roof also has some really cute things on it.
Yeah.
So creating these was so fun. And you know that I've got a whole gingerbread village to show.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll get to those models while I'm still here.
So pretty.
So cute. And we have some mini purse ornaments that are right there.
Okay.
And generally you've seen these before. One of them was in a magazine. And that one is going to be in another design altogether, another way. So I put my name on the back, but you can put your own name on there.
I can put my name on there.
Yes, you could put your name on there. And they're called mini purse ornaments. Thank you.
Very nice. That tree is so like tree-like.
Right?
It's
Very
beautiful.
tree-like.
I won't show
And
the
you
backs because they're the
carry
same.
on and showing, and I'm just going to answer Dorothy's. Sometimes create my own designs. Oh, that's really nice.
Oh, nice.
And Karen Lark says, I love the gingerbread series, and I do too, actually. It is so pretty. These could be gingerbread, but for the purposes of this show, they aren't actually done on gingerbread. Jennifer Gowan is here, and she says, so fun seeing your daughter after hearing about her.
Hi, Jenny.
And Charlotte says, so cute. Thank you. Lisa says she loves doing the finishing of all the gingerbread village.
Yeah.
You know, that was your biggest challenge, really, is getting those gingerbread buildings finished, wasn't it, Lisa? I mean, you've had some other challenges. The boxes were really, really a challenge.
I like the way the roof has a little overhang.
Exactly.
It's not that simple. It's very, I mean, it's simple, but it's, Oh, and that, sorry.
No, it's fine.
I like the stitching that.
In between?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really.
It's to,
beautiful.
put it together, right?
Construction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's house construction.
Okay.
Pat Henke says that I love my white box from auction a couple of weeks ago. I'm so glad you got it, and that you're going to start the dragonfly for your daughter.
Aww.
She is an entomology. Oh, and her master degree in dragonfly.
Really?
No.
Oh, wow. How convenient.
Pat, that's amazing.
That's really great.
What a wonderful thing to give her. Anyway, I love that story. Thank you for sharing.
Dragonfly. That's so amazing.
Yeah, never heard of that, and I'm thrilled. Herbal sachets are here. And the herbal sachets, this is the first one. And oh no, this is all of them. So we can take them all out briefly.
Okay.
But really, they all look very similar to one another, like this and like this.
So cute.
So we'll be very quick and throw these at you one at a time.
You're going to throw them at them?
Yeah, that's rosemary.
Rosemary.
And
Gorgeous.
this one says Dana on the back, so I suppose what this one was for Dana. But this is oregano.
Chives, of course.
Mhm. And this is the one that people make sachets out of all the time. Lavender.
Oh yeah.
I love all the sayings underneath too. Lavender's for loyalty and devotion, for instance.
Aw.
And that was meant for Connie Dunton.
And bergamot.
Bergamot. Bergamot is used in Earl Grey tea, so we had to use it.
Oh yeah.
And they're actually, for every one of them, there is also a matching scissor bow.
Oh, so cute.
Thank you. And so we got that one done really quickly.
Yeah.
This one is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah.
Totally.
Oh yeah. It's like a showstopper.
It really is.
It's really cool.
Not too many people have a pomander. And this pomander turned out so pretty.
How many of you know what a pomander is? Now you do.
Does anyone know what a pomander is?
I don't know what that is.
Okay. In the olden days,
Yes.
many years ago,
Yes.
people would walk along stinky streets.
No, no.
Seriously. And so they needed perfume or something that they could smell so they wouldn't have to smell the streets.
Really?
Really. And very often those pomanders would be like an orange and studded with cloves. So the perfume of the orange would come in their nostrils and the cloves too, and they couldn't smell anything
Did
else.
they carry it or was it on like houses?
No, they would carry it and they
just
would
like this?
basically do this.
So interesting.
Yeah. So anyway, and then they evolved into more like a decorative kind of thing that people carried, and they would put some herbs inside the bowl.
Okay.
So it would still be
So it's
smelly,
like a little-
but nicely perfumed. But and then they would decorate it. And this one is a imaginary pomander ball.
It's beautiful. How
Yeah.
many sides is that? Oh,
I wish you wouldn't ask me that. I don't
Oh,
remember.
sorry. Oh, no.
1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 5 at the top, 5 at the bottom, and then so that's 12.
12. Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't have to, like, you do have to do every single one of the 12 in order to be
No,
able to
you
sew it
don't.
together. Yes, you do.
Okay.
And we went over the international hearts last time, so
I love
that's
those.
good.
They're so
And is anyone saying anything? Oh, Lisa's saying the pomander was fun to finish. And Marty says,
Oh,
I
yeah.
know what it is.
Oh my.
She knows what
How
it is.
do you know? That's my question.
Well, you know, when you read historical novels, I do quite a bit of reading.
Yes.
And historical novels will have they'll talk about stuff like that, and you start finding out.
You
know?
Google it.
Exactly.
What is it? Huh?
Let's see. Oh, Brenda Lichtfire is here. I have to go way up here. Hello, Brenda. And Lisa says, you were right. Some of the buildings were a little challenging. Get the mat board cut correctly. But I loved the challenge. Lisa, when have you not loved a finishing challenge? And Patricia Stewart Fales is here. Hello. I don't think we've met Patricia yet, but it's really nice to see you.
Welcome, Patricia.
Exactly. Norma Farrow says, question for Lisa. In finishing the purses, are the beads added while stitching or while assembling?
Oh, good question.
Replying to Norma, they were added last after the purses were assembled. It's a good
Okay.
question, Norma. Thank you. Actually, you can almost always say, do the beads when literally everything else is done. Especially if they're like on the edge of the purse, it would have to be done then. Marty says pomanders were also used in closets. Did not know that.
That makes a lot of sense. That's where I would use it.
There you go.
Why would I use it on the street?
Sometimes, I know, but I was thinking about that in the stinky streets, and I thought that made
It's
great
a great
story.
story. It is.
And Pat says, my mother used to make pomander balls for Christmas ornaments.
Oh, cute. Yeah.
And
Why not?
they were sometimes filled with cedar for storage.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that makes sense, to keep the moths away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great idea, actually.
Gotcha, Pat.
Yeah.
So true, Taya. Yeah. Dorothy says, I live in a farming community. A pomander would come in handy sometimes.
Yeah.
I think we all know what you mean.
Yeah. Anyone who's driven through the fields at a certain time of year. would know what that means.
Exactly. Around here, they do their fertilizing.
Yes.
With chicken stuff, and chicken stuff it's really, I don't know if you lived in a farming community or not, but there is no other smell like it. And I think I'd need a pomander for that too.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. Gingerbread tree, part of the gingerbread village. This one is kind of multi-used. It's used as a tree in your village, but it's also used as a stitching thing. It's like a stitching étui. And the good thing about this stitching thing is because it can open at the top.
Oh, yeah. Well, should I
Yeah.
show first around?
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
so
Show
there's
around.
that. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Santa Claus coming to town.
Mm-hmm. And down below, you'll see all the different stitches here are, each of the flowers is a different stitch, or all the flowers on one side are a different stitch.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then we open it up.
Yes.
See if I can do this. I don't know how to do this.
I don't either. We'll just see how
And
it
then
opens
you
up.
open it, and oh,
And there's something inside.
there's something inside. Sorry, I haven't seen this part. There it is.
Yeah, it's a little pincushion too. And it's kind of like your usual pincushion created, but it fits beautifully with this set.
And the little guys in the back are.
Yeah, they're meant to hang floss off of, but
Makes sense.
it's more for show.
Oh, and then this. Oh, that's
And a
beautiful.
scissor case. Exactly right.
Yep. So
Well done, Lisa. Marty says,
Gorgeous.
gingerbread tree is going to be my next item to stitch. Remember, you do not have to do the full finishing like Lisa, but the good thing is that because Lisa's done it, she has given you all the instructions.
Yeah.
So if you want to create it as an étui or something to do with your needlework, so you could have it beside you with a pincushion and all that, you can. But you don't have to. You can stitch it all up, and you don't even have to put a bottom on it if you don't feel like it. Just stitch it all up on the sides, make sure that it stays, and then it can just be a ornament as well.
Yep. Great ornament.
Mm-hmm. Marty, I wish you all the best with the gingerbread tree. It is so fun and makes you really feel like Christmas by the time you finish the 4th tree. You're welcome, Lisa. Dorothy says, Lisa is truly a master finisher. Is she ever?
Oh yeah.
Guess what? I don't have that one either.
Mom.
I know. I have to ask you to get it.
Where
It's over there. It's
Where?
trick or treat. It's over there. And you know what happened? I got everything except the framed pieces off the walls last week, and I thought I had done it all,
Okay, my
but I
favorite
did not.
is this little skeleton guy. When we get to that, it's at
Okay.
the bottom, guys.
Yes, he's
He's
very
the
adorable.
cutest. Well, everything's really cool on this one, honestly.
So this is the haunted house at the top, and it's all over one, so it's very detailed and kind of grisly looking. And some Bargello grass at the bottom, grounds. And then, of course, you get the little skeleton, which is a charm.
That
So
one's the charm.
That one's a charm, exactly.
But there's another one. Look at this cat, too. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and the cat looking like it's, ready to bristle.
It's so cute.
They gotta have black cats in
So
Halloween
cute.
thing. The little people are
There,
adorable.
that guy. The little
guy,
skeleton over
this
there.
little guy right there.
Oh my gosh, his little eyeballs and stuff. Trick or treat bag.
Yeah, he's ready to trick or treat.
So cute.
And of course you
And
get
a
that
spider web.
gorgeous spider web filling stitch of the hardanger with a spider close by. And it looks like a black widow spider with got a little
Oh, it
orange
does
face.
too. Yeah, it does.
So this is trick or treat, and really super duper.
Do you want me to just put it down?
Yeah, just put it down. That'd be great. Thank you. And that is this pattern right here. Those of you who don't know trick or treat yet,
It's a good
we're
one.
doing really well.
Are we?
Yeah, we're piling through this, which is good because, I really want to make sure that they're all done before I leave.
Yeah.
And the reason is because when I start something, I want to finish it.
Yeah.
It's like compulsive. If I don't get it finished, somehow I feel like, okay, that's an undone.
And it
right?
bothers you.
And it bothers me.
Yeah.
It's like
Itch
anything.
you can't scratch.
Exactly. So I'll have to finish when I get home, and I won't remember, and it won't be finished. Anyway, so then I go into a panic.
Panic! Oh no.
So I hope you don't mind. I'm really, really enjoying showing these.
Yeah.
Gingerbread Bakery is next.
This guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The thing about the Gingerbread Bakery is that I wanted to try something challenging Lisa in another way entirely. So we had the gingerbread bakery itself, and then on the side was the kitchen. Okay, so this is the bakery. So that's where people go and they buy the bakery goods, and they come into the shop on the other side, this side.
This
No,
side?
no, this side.
Oh, this side. They
Yeah,
come
this
into
is
the
where they
shop.
come in.
See this person waiting.
Right. And then in the
Go
back, you
in
can
the
still
shop.
see people
You still see
shopping
them,
here.
yeah.
But this side
There's the kitchen.
is the kitchen, and it's only the bakery kitchen, right? So,
Yeah.
and they had to have it back door so it wouldn't get too hot in there.
Yeah.
Because they're all heat intolerant.
There. That's right.
And then so you can see on both sides, you see the bakers here,
So cute.
here, and then on the other side of that bakery oven thing, you see their backs.
Yep. And I like the little side view where here that you can see in
Yeah,
the
the cash register.
The cash register with the little girl.
So it's and really, Lisa, you did an amazing job because the roof lines were not easy.
Wow.
I know Lisa did a terrific job showing you how that fit together, but truly, you have to make sure that you leave enough room at the top for this finishing thing right here. This part here is very crucial. So make it a little bit longer so that you can always cut it back a little bit.
That's a good tip. Very good tip.
Oh, thank you, Joe.
Thank
It's really nice to see you here too. You show up once in a while. Joe is Lisa's mom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hi, Joe. Nice to meet you. Your daughter's amazing.
She is indeed. Lisa says, so true. I love the challenge of figuring out the angles so the roof fit properly. And you'd have to do that not just with the finished linen, but with the mat board that you actually cut that goes around the linen. So that's the pieces that have to literally fit together. So I know you can do it. People can do it. It's just Lisa has given you all the instructions. So all you have to do is follow them.
Yep.
Tammy says, I can't wait to stitch the trick-or-treat sampler.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
But first she has to finish one of the 4 Victoria sampler stuff she has on frames.
Oh.
I understand.
Yep.
Thanks, Tammy. That is so funny. And Joe thinks Lisa's amazing too.
Of course.
Absolutely. I'm so glad she was able to come up just recently, Joe. It's really nice that she was able to be with you. So the next thing to do is the gingerbread cookies.
Oh, I see them.
Do you see them? Of course, they're not real cookies, but they look a little bit like that. Yeah. I did those, and they always look like they have googly eyes. If you had the kind that was really small, you could actually glue them on. That would be really funny for kids.
That would be cute.
And then if you turn them around, you'll see that their hats actually are the way that the the hangers are on that way. I'm just going to try and see if I can show this on the side, because we had to somehow put the hangers on, and then the hats also needed a tassel at the end, so that way they look really finished on the back. That was really cute. Different way of finishing. And around the outside of the back, let's see what happened here. Yeah, around the outside of the back, underneath here, there are French knots. Okay, and at the top there's French knots. So that's how the edges of the hat are finished.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, yeah, that's very cute.
Yes, really cute. So there we go.
Yeah.
And those are called gingerbread cookies. The reason I'm always showing you the leaflet is because the names are sometimes forgotten, but if you actually see the name, then you'll remember. And this Happy New Year sampler was one of my favorites too. And the reason that I did this, because I have never seen one. I've never seen a Happy New Year sampler or anything to do with New Year, really. So this one, Happy New Year, has kind of like a combination of sort of typical things that happen on a New Year's Day. Oh, sorry, on a New Year. First of all, you get a lot of fireworks.
Of course.
With metallic thread. Then you have to go to the dance where there are people singing, and see the little bandstands? They're actually they're the Skylighters. My dad's band had those little blue bandstands. So really old-fashioned, kind of rock and roll looking. And then of course there's Father Time, getting too old, and the baby is coming along, Baby New Year. And then there's the dance again, and all the balloons are going to drop down on them. They're really jiving.
Woo!
And Happy New Year, because the ball is falling from the Empire State Building. I don't know where the ball falls from.
I don't know.
I think it might be on the Flatiron Building in New York. So that was at the bottom. And really, these are just scenes that we associate with New Year. Really cool.
Really cool.
And oh, guess what? We have that one right here. We have Old MacDonald Farm right here.
There you go.
Isn't that something? I think we've seen this one.
Oh,
at the
we
beginning.
have.
Yes.
It's true.
And the reason I'm showing them this way is because I wanted to show all the different designs I did in order.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
this
nice
one's
to
from
see.
2014.
Nice.
So we have moved from, I think, what does it say? Sorry, 2012 to 2014 in one day this morning. So we have now done Old MacDonald's Farm.
Okay.
And I won't go on about it. Lady Mary's pincushion.
Is it those?
Yes. I think it needs a little unwrapping too.
Mm-hmm.
We only have 2 left, so this has been absolutely awesome. Thank you for all your attention.
I'll show this one first. It's the main one, right?
This is the main one.
Mhm.
And of course, as you can see, these are pins. Now it says Thea's pins. The writing is not actually so legible with the multicolored thread. I love the colors, but really it should have been a color that is all one color so you can actually read it. But anyway, we know it's a pin cushion. The one thing that I was sad about with this one, because the finishing was so stunning, having this done this way meant that Lisa did a whole stack of quilt fabric or quilt batting. I mean, she had to do the stack so that it would go up and down again.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're doing this, remember, it doesn't always immediately end up this way. You can make it work like that by following her directions in the leaflet. And the other thing about it is, I don't really believe that this pincushion form is available anymore. But you can get other forms that are oval that you can use this particular design on.
You got the
Matching
small
things. Matchy.
scissor case and scissor bob. Yeah,
Actually, those blue roses look stunning, don't they?
they really do.
I love looking at my things from that I haven't seen for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's really
Wow.
nice. Yeah, really nice choice also of finishing fabric.
Yeah.
Really goes well.
Yeah, and the backs are fabric.
Oh, yeah, look at that with purple roses.
It's really pretty.
Stunning.
Yes.
Stunning. And that's called Lady Mary's pincushion, after Lady Mary in Downton Abbey.
Oh, that makes sense.
I think that was Lisa's inspiration, and I thought, yeah, it does look a little bit like an old-fashioned pincushion. Well done. There's the Canadian hearts, which I then did in that order, and we showed you that last time. And we have one more left, which I took off the wall just now, called Mystic Christmas.
Mystic Christmas sampler.
And Mystic Christmas was one that I taught in Mystic, Connecticut,
Oh.
which is why it's called Mystic Christmas Sampler. But Mystic, Connecticut, I've told you this before, all of you who have watched these religiously, these streams, that Mystic is a seaport on the Connecticut coast. And they have a huge collection of maritime kind of museum-y kind of things, including tall-masted ships. So I think there's only 2 there near the museum, but 2 is huge when you consider how big they are and how much they are.
Want me to hold it up
Oh, sure.
while you're talking about it?
Yeah, it would be good if you just gradually did the thing.
You can
Thank
talk
you.
about it.
Yeah. So as you can see, the top, there's the little flag is all over the ships, and that is kind of like my rendition of Mystic itself. But there's usually 2 or 3 of those there. And then the lovely verse, "There comes a ship a-sailing in," which is a song, a carol, an old-fashioned carol too. And as you can see, there's the compass rose. Sorry, there we go. Compass rose and some beautiful specialty stitches. And look at these sailing ships.
Those ships are
just with
so cool.
all the sails, just full out. And they've got their Christmas lights all over them. You can see the beads that kind of make it look like Christmas lights, see, on the side there and there.
Oh, wow.
And those sails are made of satin stitches, so they're easy to do, but really effective in that white.
Mm-hmm.
And then down here are the Lord and Lady who are singing this song. They are caroling, and it's also done in mini, so it's done with tiny petite crosses. And there's the scene on the other side of the waterway. I think it's the river, or anyway, the inlet. And so there's another tall ship there with Christmas lights all over it. So, you know, it was really impressive to me to see how beautiful Mystic was.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a place where they made the movie Mystic Pizza.
Oh, I know that.
And I went there. Had to have a pizza.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just
put it.
Just the way it is.
Put.
Thank you. So, congratulations. We finished.
We did.
Sorry. I know when you get long legs, it's hard to.
No,
go
they're not
underneath
that
the
long.
thing.
It's
They're
okay.
pretty.
I
long.
was just getting weirdly comfortable, but it's not appropriate yet.
It's appropriate. Margaret said so many lovely pieces. Thank you. And the wonderful thing about all these pieces is that they are going to be protected and stored in a very carefully temperature regulated storeroom so that they'll be here until I get back. Mm-hmm. And of course, that means I have to come back.
Yeah. 2 weeks after you leave.
Marty said, we need our blessed angel card today. We need Okay, so I don't want you to look. Okay, and you just have to just kind of go in there and do your thing, okay, and find one.
I found one. Do I hold it up?
Yeah, sure. Okay. So they can read it. That would be lovely. Be grateful for what you have, and more will come. I kind of like the second part of that, and really being grateful that's all I can do. I don't know about you, but there are times when I feel complaining and kind of sad, and as soon as I, start thinking about being grateful or gratitude itself, your heart just opens up. You just feel better. And so I hope that those of you who have some trials and some tribulations, maybe a bit of ill health or pain, maybe, trouble with a family member or friend, keep that in mind. Use gratitude. And I know that most of you are very familiar using gratitude as a way to cope with life. But those of you who haven't, try it.
Yeah.
And you'll see that it's
quite magical.
It really is.
Yep.
All you need to do is just list 2 or 3 things that you're grateful for. Could be the songbirds outside. Could be that my daughter is here this weekend.
Oh.
Could be that we have such wonderful stitchers that you come here every single week. I'm just so grateful for you all.
Yeah, me too.
Right? Yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that is right on the mark this week. Exactly. Thanks, Carol. Thanks so much, Dorothy. And thanks, Lisa. It's a good card is right. Mm-hmm. We are all, as usual, going to take off now because it's near the end of our hour. Happy May Day on Monday. Thank you. I hadn't thought about the fact that May is already coming.
May Day.
No, here we have like the 24th of May is our May Day, but it doesn't matter. It's the 1st of May. So.
Yeah. Yep. May already. What was it? April showers bring May flowers, right?
You were ready.
So yeah, we are. We had enough showers, so we're good.
We're very much in the rain belt here. Thank you all for coming and joining us. Thank you for being here.
Of course. My
pleasure. Such a pleasure to have you.
It's an honor.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so we'll see you next time and have a wonderful weekend. All of you, enjoy your stitching. Bye-bye.
Bye.